What's good, everyone? It's the one and only NY Phenom. If you guys enjoy NFL NBA content, want to see some more gaming content soon, give this video a like. And if you're new, go and subscribe to the channel while you at it. Now, let's go ahead and get into this video. Listen, I'm about to do my Week 12 recap, as you guys can see. However, I had one recorded yesterday. I did. I planned to drop this recap video yesterday. I recorded yesterday, was going to drop it yesterday. But of course, something happened to my recording where it didn't save and it got corrupted. Decided to record this again, so I'm sorry for the delay, but I'm not here to talk your heads off. Hopefully this goes as smooth as the second time. Alright, we're gonna start with the most recent game of week 12 or week 11, excuse me. Listen, Phillip Rivers is a choke artist, man. He is. This is why people do not consider Phillip Rivers a Hall of Famer. You know, some people do, some people don't. This is why it's 50-50. This is why it's not clear cut that Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Fame quarterback. This is why he's ranked as the third best quarterback in his draft class. People rank Eli Manning and Big Ben above him because of games like this. Phillip Rivers, I'll give you your credit. You, from the 2000s to now, you've been known as one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the NFL, because you have been. Usually you've been a smart quarterback. However, last game was pathetic. And this entire season has, for Phillip Rivers standards, have been pathetic. I mean, why? Phillip Rivers, why are you throwing the out route to, not out route, a wheel route in the red zone? You throwing a 20-yard wheel route to a 5'10" Austin Eckler with the game on the line. Who does that? It wasn't like he was open. It wasn't like he broke the coverage and was wide open in the end zone. You hit him with the wheel route. No, he was covered. You threw a jump ball. Put this in perspective. You got Mike Williams on your team. You got big Mike Williams, a red zone threat, who just caught like a 50-yard bomb to play before it. And you're going to throw a wheel route to a 5'10" Austin Eckler? Come on now. No, that's unexcusable. That's unexcusable. Because we know one thing. You can't do that. Would Tom Brady do that? Hold on. Would Tom Brady do that? Because this is who you're competing with. You're in the AFC. This is who you're competing with. Would Tom Brady make that type of pass? Right? No, he wouldn't. I can answer that for you. He wouldn't. You think Tom Brady would throw a wheel route with the game on the line to James White? No. This is what separates good quarterbacks from great quarterbacks. This is what separates your top tier quarterbacks from quarterbacks like Phillip Rivers. We got to put Phillip Rivers in that same class of the Matt Ryans of the world, the Carson Wentz of the world. He's in that class. He's not with the Bradys, the Rodgers, the Breezes. He's not up there with them because of players like this. And this is just a clear indication of how the Chargers seasons has been this year. I mean, Phillip Rivers with 4 interceptions. I mean, it was just an ugly game. And you got Melvin Gordon on your team. Are y'all that done? I mean, Melvin Gordon is definitely out of LA next year. I mean, the fact that he's not on the field when the game is on the line, he's supposed to be one of the best running backs in the game. He's not even on the field. You know, that situation is dealt with. Melvin Gordon, they're going to move on from Melvin Gordon. But, you know, overall, Phillip Rivers, I'm sorry, I got to call you a choker. I mean, Phillip Rivers is supposed to be one of the smartest quarterbacks in the NFL. I mean, hell, if we go on Madden right now, I bet you his awareness rating is like a 95. So why is he making passes like that? I just don't know. I just can't explain it. He's been making terrible decisions all year, and that's why they're 4-7. 4-7. Chargers just going ahead. Phillip Rivers, it might be his time. Like I said, I won't be surprised if Phillip Rivers retires after this year. I really wouldn't. You got a good backup in Tyrod Taylor. You got a lot of quarterbacks in the draft. Hell, Tua's going to fall. Tua is going to fall. So, you know, maybe you guys can get Tua in the second, third round or whatever. I don't know. This offensive line is a mess. They really need to build this offensive line also. And, you know, they're going to do, there's going to be a lot of changes when it comes to the Chargers. I mean, I think Anthony Lynn is gone. They already fired the offensive coordinator this year, so I'm gonna be real surprised that Anthony Lynn is still on this team after this year. And you know, overall, this team is they're not they're not that good. Chiefs. Let's speak about the Chiefs, man. As much as I want to credit you guys for getting the win, a win's a win. However, I'm still not impressed with this Chiefs team. I'm not convinced that they can compete with the Patriots or the Ravens. I really don't. Defense held the Chargers to 17 points, so that's good. However, I still don't trust this defense because, you know, at times it's inconsistent. I mean, they still had trouble stopping the run. However, they played pretty well. I just need to see it from a consistent basis. I'm tired of trusting this Chiefs defense. They played good one game, had 3 bad games. They have 2-3 good games without Mahomes, and gives up a pathetic performance versus the Titans. I mean, I'm tired of trusting this Chiefs defense. Overall, Patrick Mahomes still looks kind of shaky. Okay, I mean, he did look good scrambling the ball. However, he's still got a little bit of rust to him. The running game is not there for the Chiefs. I'm sorry, it's just not. LaShawn McCoy is not that premier back anymore. Darrell Williams, Damian Williams, I mean, it's not there. This Chiefs team just doesn't have it. I'm just not seeing it this year. I'm just not. Offensive line's pathetic. That's one thing that's not getting as much coverage as it should, because last year the Chiefs' offensive line was pretty solid, pretty good. This Chiefs' offensive line is not good. Besides Mitchell Schwartz and Tariff, this offensive line is pathetic. We are seeing the loss of Mitch Morris at the moment. Because Mitch Morris, he was one of the best centers in the league last year, was a starting center for the Chiefs. Now he's in Buffalo. And this Chiefs offensive line is just not the same. Mahomes is under pressure. They can't run the ball. I mean, this Chiefs team not contending with the Patriots and the Ravens. Let's stop it, okay? Overall, good win to the Chiefs. I'm not going to bury you guys. However, am I impressed? No, I'm not. Let's keep it pushing, though, because like I said, I don't want this video to be too long. Speaking about the Ravens, let's talk about the Ravens. They're legit. They're legit. I thought this was going to be a close one. I thought this game of Lamar Jackson versus Deshaun Watson, I thought it was going to come down to the wire. However, it was no match. And it was no match from the beginning. The Ravens are legit. This team is scary, man. This team is scary. The Patriots' biggest nightmare is the Ravens getting home field advantage in the AFC. And even if the Ravens didn't get home field advantage, I wouldn't be shocked if they beat Patriots in Foxborough. You guys got to remember, John Harbaugh, he's not scared of Belichick. He's done it before. He's beat him in Foxborough with Joe Flacco and the crew. Almost beat him again back at home, but, you know, drop passes. Who was a kicker back then in Baltimore? I know Ravens fans are going to tell me. But whoever the kicker was before Justin Tucker got there, missed like a 30-yard field goal or whatever. You know, players choked. They were in position to win, to beat the Patriots again. However, they choked. This Ravens team is legit. This Ravens team is legit. Running game is absolute elite. I mean, I can speak about Lamar Jackson all game. I mean, dude's a stud. I mean, there should be no doubts about Lamar Jackson anymore. I mean, the way he was passing the ball. You guys, we can talk about him running the ball all the time, and he's going to make people miss. I mean, he's Lamar Jackson. However, Lamar Jackson is a stud. You know what I mean? Stud throwing the ball. This guy was accurate all game. He started off 1 for 4, completed like 11 straight after that. I mean, this guy Lamar Jackson is a real beast. Okay, 4 TDs, 222 yards on 17 for 24 passing. I mean, this guy's legit. He is. And this, you know, and my MVP rankings are going to be kind of interesting, especially with my man Russ being on the bye week. So who knows if I decide to put LJ at number 1. However, this team is elite. Running game is there. I mean, they got 4 running backs. They got 4 running backs that they use consistently. Well, I'm not throwing shade at Lamar Jackson. I'm not calling Lamar Jackson a running back. Let's kind of switch that. Four players who can run the ball. So about Lamar Jackson, the best scrambling quarterback in the game. Mark Ingram, he might be a Pro Bowler. Gus Edwards balled out over 100 yards on 8 carries. And then you got Justice Hill to be somewhat like a third down back. So, overall, this team is a jet. I love these 3 tight end sets. Mark Andrews balled out, had a 51-yard completion. I just love these 3 tight end sets, man. Mark Andrews, Hayden Hurst, Nick Boyd, they get busy. And they don't have the best receiving threats. That's my thing. But they use these 3 tight end sets, so you don't really see the weakness of the wide receiving core. Because besides Marquise Brown, and who's been a star this year as a rookie, who else? Willis needs a solid slot receiver. Seth Roberts caught his first TD this game, and Miles Boykins still needs some more development. So the wide receiving core is not that, but however, these 3 tight end sets, how they run the ball, they get busy on the offensive side. And speaking about the defense, dude, Deshaun Watson easily had his worst game of the season. I thought Deshaun Watson was going to give the Ravens defense, I thought somewhat the Ravens defense will have somewhat of a letdown game. However, Deshaun Watson was under pressure as usual. He got sacked, 6 times this game, 6-7 times. The Texans' offensive line, it needs some work still. I know you brought in Larry Tunsil, but it still needs some work. And it's the secondary, man. The secondary is elite. It is. You got Marlon Humphrey, one of the best corners in the game, shut down. Marcus Peters has rejuvenated his career, where he's starting to look like what he was in his Kansas City days. For real, it feels like he's getting a pick 6 every other game. And Jimmy Smith is a stud. We know about that. He's back healthy. You got Earl Thomas, probably the best safety in the game. And you got Brandon Carr. You just got so many options there, man. This secondary is elite. They can match with anybody. If this pressure can get there consistent like they did this game, it's going to be scary. It's going to be scary, man. They're definitely for real. Speaking about the Texans, this is my thing, man. I love me some I love me some Deshaun Watson. Love me some Hopkins. But they need some more talent, man. They do. The fact that they lost J.J. Watt this season, who's out for the year due to injury, you trade Clowney, so you lose your 2 best pass rushers, okay? And your secondary is kind of suspect. They're trying to make moves every other week trying to fix the secondary. So, overall, with not having your elite pass rushers there, your secondary, kind of being an issue this year, it smells like a disaster. Now, they have talent on the offensive side. Like I said, Deshaun Watson, one of the best quarterbacks in the game. I know he had a rough game, but hell, it was against the Ravens in Baltimore. All right. Hopkins, I know he hasn't had the usual Hopkins year. However, we know that Hopkins is still elite, no doubt. The running game has actually impressed me with the Texans. Even this game, Carlos Hyde was balling. He was. Duke Johnson was even getting busy. However, they need more talent, man. First thing first, fix the offensive line. However, Kenny Stills, right? Kenny Stills, is he really? I don't think that's a good number 2 option. Will Fuller at times when he's healthy, at times can be that, but you really don't have that other consistent second receiver besides Hopkins. Darren Fells, he's been a good red zone tight end. However, I just think they need more options. They need to fix their offensive line. J.J. Watt, they got to replace Clowney. I just think they're not ready to win yet. They're not ready to win yet. I'm not saying that they won't make the playoffs or anything. However, they're definitely I can't call them contenders yet. I can't. I love me some Deshaun Watson, but I just can't. They need to fix this. They need to fix the team a bit. They do. Let's be about this Patriots and Eagles game. Brady gets it done. Well, the Patriots overall get it done. It wasn't the best game for Brady. 26 for 47. Brady struggled this game. He's starting to show some age. And, you know, listen, I know Patriots fans don't want to hear that, but he's showing some age. He is. And every quarterback shows age. Peyton Manning did. Brett Favre did. Breeze is showing some age at the moment. Hell, Joe Montana showed some age. However, they still find ways to get things, find ways to get the W. And you got to shout out to Belichick and his defense, man. Belichick is easily the best defensive mastermind I ever seen in my life. He's legit. He is. His defense is elite. And listen, man, Carson Wentz, Eagles. Did you guys pick the right quarterback this offseason? Did you guys keep the right quarterback? Because my thing is, listen, as a talent, Carson Wentz is better than Nick Foles. He can do more things on the field than Nick Foles. However, this team, just the energy is not there. I mean, am I not seeing anything? Eagles fans, I'd love for you to explain if I'm missing something. Because the same energy that I've seen from the Eagles the past 2 years, late in the season, the playoffs, are not the same energy that I see with Carson Wentz. He doesn't bring that type of swagger that Nick Foles had. I can't put my tongue on it, but it's there. I see it. This team, it wasn't energized. The crowd wasn't energized at all. It felt like they just didn't have any hope. I mean, when Carson Wentz was muffing the balls and was picking them up, they weren't expecting any big plays from Wentz. I mean, the energy is not there. I know you guys are dealing with injuries on the offensive side, like Alshon Jeffrey and Jackson out for the season. However, man, I expected more. I mean, the fact that you guys only put up 10 points and all came in the first quarter, it just shows you how this Eagles offense is, this Eagles team overall is just, I can't see you guys making the playoffs, man. I just can't. I gotta say, I just can't see you guys making the playoffs this year. Because my thing is, there's gonna be two teams that come out the NFC North. There's gonna be two teams that come out the West. So, you know, whoever wins the NFC East is gonna make the playoffs, and that's it. Okay, and I just don't see you guys being better than the Cowboys this year. First off, Dak owns Wentz. It's been proven year after year. Dak owns Wentz hands down. And, you know, overall, I can't see you guys catching up. You guys are 5-5. The Cowboys are 6-4, and you guys got to face Dak again. So, you know, overall, I just don't see it. Defense played well from the Eagles, though. I know a lot of that came with Brady not having the best game. I mean, Brady didn't look good this game. Offense overall didn't look good. Sonny Michel, the running game wasn't there. I mean, the receiving threats, I mean, it looked bad. The fact that Ben Watson was the second leading receiver on the team just shows you what type of position they are at right now. It's good that I'm hearing that Isaiah Wynn is coming back, though, so that'll definitely boost the offensive line. However, you guys need another another threat, man. Losing a Josh Gordon, losing an AB. I mean, you guys can use AB. You can talk all you want about AB, and, you know, overall. However, AB was needed. He was needed on this team. However, maybe N'Keal Harry can be that number one receiver that I predicted him to be this year. I'm not sure if he will be able to do that this year with the injuries, you know, with the injury he dealt with. However, we'll see how that plays out. I don't want to make this video too long, so we're just going to run through a few more games. Vikings, I'm impressed that you guys won a big game. Well, you know, My thing is, okay, Vikings, you came in clutch. Kirk Cousins had a clutch touchdown. Defense came in clutch. However, why was this a close game in the beginning? You guys were facing Brandon Allen. Listen, the average NFL fan doesn't know who Brandon Allen is. I mean, for real. I mean, if we just go into ordinary NFL fans, they wouldn't know who Brandon Allen is. Why was this a close game from the beginning? Okay, good that you guys won. Still kind of shaky. Hopefully Adam Thielen is there. Kirk Cousins played well and actually has been playing really well. Shout out to Kirk. Cowboys and Lions, listen, almost the same thing that I said with the Vikings. Why was this game close? You guys were facing Jeff Driscoll. I mean, Dak played well. However, this defense, I expect them to play better than what they did last week versus the Lions. Hopefully they can improve that. But Dak, Zeke, the offense, I'm feeling confident in. I think his defense is going to improve throughout time and look like the Cowboys defense that we used to seeing. And it could be scary for the NFC because Cowboys, they really haven't dealt with any big injuries. And it's looking good. Falcons and Panthers, I could care less. Falcons, you guys are on the 2-game winning streak. I mean, where was this energy at? Where was this energy in the beginning of the season when your season was when you still could have made something out of the season? You guys aren't going to do nothing. Now you're just messing up. You're messing up your lottery pick. You're messing with your top 10 pick. What happens if you guys go out and win like 5 straight and now you guys have a 15th? You're 15th in the draft instead of 5 or 6. I mean, whatever. Are there any other games that's worth mentioning? Bears and Rams. By Mitchell Trubisky. And listen, I'm not gonna go too hard on Mitchell Trubisky. I'm really going to go hard on Ryan Pace. I'm gonna pick this in Chicago Bears fans' head every single day. You guys traded up for Mitch Trubisky in the same draft as Watson and Mahomes. Get Ryan Pace out there, get Matt Nagy out there. Trubisky's gonna be out there by tomorrow. And just reboot this entire Chicago Bears offense from the beginning to end. Get a new coach that's not gonna go super haywire on all these offensive plays, and keep things pushing. All right, Cam Newton, Tom Brady, Dak Prescott. I expect one of those quarterbacks to be playing in Chicago by next year. All right. Overall, besides that, yeah, Saints and Buccaneers, like we all knew, that Saints and Falcons game, it was just a fluke. Okay, the Saints team is still elite, they're still contenders. Breeze look like Breeze. This defense is amazing. Michael Thomas is elite. Kamara is elite. Jared Cook got an end zone. Shout out to him. And his offensive line looked good. So that's that. We knew about that. When it comes to Jameis, man, look, I'm 50-50 on Jameis. I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him at times because not all of the turnovers are his fault. That O.J. Howard turnover was not his fault. Why, O.J. Howard? Why you just don't catch the ball? Catch the ball before you run. Okay, that's that. And then the other half is like, Jameis, what the hell are you seeing? That player's not open. So I'm 50-50 for Jameis. A lot of people are saying Jameis is going to be out of Tampa by next year. I'm not sure about that. I will hold off on that, because, I mean, I know Bruce Arians, we hear a lot of negative about Jameis Winston, but we can't deny Jameis Winston has talent. It's there. I think Bruce Arians might want to get another year out of Jameis. Don't be shocked if Jameis Winston gets a 1-year deal, a one more prove-it-year deal for next season. He's not going to get the max contract, of course. He's definitely not getting that right now. But he might get another 1-year prove-it deal in Tampa. So don't be shocked about that. Colts are legit. Shout out to them, man. I'm really digging this Colts team, man. This Colts team is legit. To win a game like that, a division game, when Nick Foles is coming back and this game was supposed to be a lot closer. Defense is elite. Jacoby Brissett is the real deal. And this offensive line is amazing. But that's it, man. If I didn't speak about your team, don't get butthurt, okay? I try not to make these videos too long, man. I'm not trying to make a 50-minute recap video, especially since this was supposed to be dropped yesterday, but V Recorder wanted to just bug out on me. But if I didn't speak about your team and you really want me to speak about your team, comment down below, show me some love, and I'll definitely speak about your team, all right? Oh yeah, before I go, 49ers and Cardinals, listen. 49ers, you guys won, but I'm not impressed. I'm not. I know you guys are dealing with injuries like George Kittle, injuries everywhere. However, I just expected more. I just expect more. Especially you guys are dealing with even more injuries because D Ford, he's injured now. I know you guys have plenty of defensive linemen to rush the passer. However, he was a key part in the rotation. So, overall, yeah, I mean, you guys have the best record in the NFC, so I can't show you. I mean, I gotta show you guys some love. However, I mean, I'm not sure if they're my favorites to come out the NFC. Let's just put it like that. But that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'm the phenomenal one, and I'm out. Reduces.